Next up on the Sage 2021 showcase, we have Project Mania. Designed by Horn and Oates. And as the description reads, Project Mania is a series of previews and games in development that are presented and compiled as a single greatest hits collection, celebrating the recently concluded run of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. The mysterious Ne'er-do-well working title, a Crash Bandicoot plus Spectre of Torment inspired platformer. I have no idea what Spectre of Torment is, I just realized. Taking place in the popular Power Ponies comics. Be the superheroes, the mysterious Ne'er-do-well climbs in hookshots from building to building with their trusty sidekick as they save the day. So, in Sage 2020's showcase, I did actually play this game, and it had two modes. It had like one mode and a preview mode, and the mode that was playable was Daring Tales mode. That exists in this demo as well. I'm not going to check it out because there's another mode now, the Mysterious Ne'er-do-well. This is a new game for this particular demo, so I thought I'd come back and check that out. If you want to see the previous game, if you want to see the previous demo of this, which had me playing Daring Tales, their video will pop up around now. You can go watch that from my last showcase last year. But yes, so there's a new game in the sub-game in this game now, and we're gonna play it. First, before we begin, if you like the video, do think about giving it a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, think about doing that as well. If you really want to help out, though, come over to Twitch. Even if you don't want to talk. If you do want to talk, that's cool. If you want to lurk, that's cool. Honestly, if you add to the view count, that means a world of difference to me because I'm trying to reach further. I need more viewers to do so. So if you want to come by and add to that view count, that would be stupendous. So do consider that. We have a cool Discord community as well. And I have a Ko-fi link, to conclude, if you want to help monetize my content. All links are in the description, so check them out if you're interested. Now, press 0 space to continue. Screw you, I'm gonna press A on my controller. Okay, fine, it doesn't work with controller. Didn't work with controller last year either, I don't think, so. Right, so, yeah, so Daring Tales, that was kind of cool. I guess it's based on a comic book within the MLP series. I'm not big on MLP, but I also don't dislike it. I just don't know it that well. So Daring Tales is what we checked out last year. And Tale of Two Sisters was a preview last year. I think it's the same preview as this year, which is just a little teaser for the beginning of it. What's new, though, is Power Ponies Omnibus, the Mysterious Ne'er-do-well. Oh, wait, no, this is the comic. Well, okay, the Power Ponies is the comic in universe for MLP. And Daring Tales is like a TV show or something within the universe of MLP. These are two different pieces of fiction within the fiction, as far as I'm aware. Because I think the Daring Tales main character is like an actor in their world that like plays that character. And then the Power Ponies thing is like a comic book that exists, right? I think it's something like that. Interesting that these games do not take place in the MLP universe, but in fact the universe is within the LP, like fictional universes within the MLP universe. Games being made off of that. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool. So then we also have an extremely derpy movie. I don't know. That seems to be a new preview, maybe? All right, let's play Power Ponies, and we'll check out the derpy movie. Metropolis, also known as the City of Heroes. Okay. Mostly a part of the amount of supervillains roaming the streets. But back before heroes like the Power Ponies came to save the day, there's a different breed of superhero. Only known as the Mysterious Ne'er-do-well. For as long as anyone can remember, Ne'er-do-well would patrol the streets and stop crime with only their wit and determination to seek justice. Ne'er-do-well had been fighting crime for so long, they had passed an urban legend, and used as a warning to criminals everywhere that Ne'er-do-well was always on patrol. Narg! Okay, but just like any other night. By the way, a lot of RPG Maker sound effects I'm observing. I think this is actually made in a version of RPG Maker. Noteworthy. Yes, RPG Maker can do platformers if you use the right scripting and such. Which is... Now, the preview we checked out last year was actually a platformer itself, so... This is technically the same gameplay style. Alright. Hi there. Was that Spike in a trash can? Is he dead now? Oh well, whatever. Shield. Okay. Ghost. Ow. So, yeah, everything is RPG Maker sound effects. They actually kind of throw me off. Like, I'm playing a platformer, but he has all these RPG Maker sound effects. It's very odd for me. Art's really nice, though. Bouncy. Adventure hero who turned out to be real, daring to. Yeah, that's just Spike. That's Spike gonna track. Why are we taking out Spike? What's Spike ever do? He's usually a pretty good dragon, right? Okay, I have no idea how that trash can was floating, but okay. Oh. It was just wedged in place? Eh, maybe. The mysterious ne'er-do-well breaks all your windows, but technically saves you. Saves you from all the ghosts of your house. Just costs all the glass panes. Like, I'm just stoically walking through them. As you do. Okay, what? I'm sorry, what was that? Yeah, something about jumping on those ghosts doesn't seem quite right. Here to save you, not your windows. No, I get that I got hurt, but the problem was I jumped on them, and I got hurt anyways. There, thank you. The hurtbox seems a little... eh. Oh! Hi again! Okay. Meet Humdrum, Ne'er-do-well's biggest fan and self-proclaimed sidekick. Let's just say this isn't the first night he tagged along during patrol. So, before you go, Humdrum, go home before you get hurt. Hear me out. You've been tracking those magical automatons, I hate that word, throughout town, right? It looks like more of them are concentrating in that direction. That must be the source. Surprise. Although sometimes misguided, Humdrum has always come prepared with useful information. Hold on. Before you go ahead, how about I take along this time? I know I'm probably less of a sidekick and more of a trusted confidant. Truth be told, neither really applied. But I've been able to keep up with you pretty well this time. My trusty hookshot will definitely come in handy. Looks like we gotta hurry before whatever that was gets worse. Ne'er-do-well gained a provisional new sidekick. Provisional, huh? How do I, play as them? Hookshot. Press C near hit zip point. Okay. Oh, I switches them. Oh, I can't play as them permanently. I just did something. Wait, what? That's a zip point, I guess? Alright, cool. Poor Humdrum. What kind of name is Humdrum? Huh? Okay. Oh. Alright. I don't quite understand, but alright. The hookshot behaves not the way I expect a hookshot to behave, I guess I would say. What is going on here? I don't know what that's about. Seems harmless. What? The game is like, you fell into all this pit. I'm like, I haven't fallen in it yet. The game's like, no, you did. I don't agree with the game sometimes. The problem with making a platform in an RPG Maker engine is that it may not always be perfectly balanced or perfectly, what's the word? Accurate. Oh, okay, well. Like I died but kept the shield. I see Spectre Torm a bit now. What does that mean? Double shield. I had to break that. That was important. Alright, good night, Blink. Meanwhile, in the magical maelstrom... This looks like it's the center of it all, but I don't see anything. A single unicorn isn't capable of conjuring that many magical automatons. I mean, that would require some great and powerful... Ah, Trixie. Even I know that line. Did it work? Did what work? My magic trick! Did it work? I'm supposed to have traveled an hour in the future. Yeah, I don't think your magic trick did what you wanted. But that was some awesome magic power. Awesome, but incredibly dangerous. Who even are you? Who am I? I am the great and powerful apprentice, Trixie. Okay. Apprentice? Oh, so like a psychic. Huh. Maybe we got the wrong guy. It's gotta be someone more powerful to cause all this. Uh-oh. Sidekick? I'm plenty powerful! I said take my chance to prove it! Just watch. I'll fix all of this right now. Looks like we're gonna have another situation. Is the mystery unicorn as great and powerful she says? Will Metropolis survive this magical storm of hubris? Find out in the next issue of the mysterious Mare-do-Well. No boss fight? Oh, okay. Wow, the new Mare-do-Well series was really taking off. It even looks like an origin story for the Power Boys and Humdrum are tied in too. Also, a bunch of other new heroes and villains from the other House of Enchanted comic series are here too. It's quite the ambitious crossover. There's a bunch of back issues here. Wonder where the series will go next. Alright, yeah, so... Slightly anticlimactic, but... One thing I do want to remark, and I remarked on this, I think, last year as well. When I played Daring Tales last year, I won't check it out again because I've already checked it out. You can watch the whole video. It was a platform similar to what we just played. It had a little bit more action, but it was also kind of a little bit on the boring side, I guess. I don't feel like there's much of a spark for these games. Like there's the visual design's good, but there's not a lot going on in the gameplay department. It feels kind of a little bit, I don't know what the word is. It's not bad, it's just not very exciting. Anyways, let's check out an Extreme and Derpy movie, see what this is about. Previously on Daydreaming Derpy. Sounds like something you would say. Everybody's waiting to see you outside. They're waiting to see us. I do not know this other character. I know Derpy, sorta. Better not keep them waiting. I know Derpy's an ascended fan character. You know, I think they were arguing earlier, but it sounds like it's right now. What's going on? I got the cannon ready so we can get this victory party started. No. No parties or festivities. They literally just had a family moment there. Shouldn't we go in to check out if they're okay? Like, physically? Who are all these people? I mean, I know some of them, but not all of them. What do you mean by physically? She means if they got any leftover Tanibus on them when they woke up. What is going on? Is this based on an episode? I guess it could be based on an episode. You don't want to have that leftover Tanibus on you, man. Do you think we might have caught something too from the dream world? That's actually a good question. How many characters are outside our door? And meanwhile, in the hallway, it's literally ceiling to floor, ponies everywhere. They're just crammed in, man. You open a window, they just start popping out. Everyone is here. Luna, stop it. You'll scare the children. It's okay, they're buried somewhere under the pile. They won't hear. This is getting kind of out of hand, don't you think? Excuse me, getting out of what? Seriously, how many characters are outside? How many does that make? Like 12? Do you think they realize? They probably have no clue. All right, I think that's quite enough. Whoa, leaving Miss Harshway to control the room. What is going on? Per our arrangement and previous discussions with the princesses and Miss Dew's close friends. Who's Miss Dew? Good question. I don't know. She's talking about Derpy. Oh, okay. For her service and outstanding bravery against an all-encompassing supernatural threat, etc., etc. This must be based on an episode, right? Anybody? Any MLP fans know what the hell's going on? Let me know. Miss Dew and her family are given the highest honor possible. And all expenses paid. Vacation to any destination of their choosing. Well, shucks, that sounds amazing. But you don't think that's too... Mom? Well, I turned down the Medal of Honor, but you absolutely deserve something better. The only thing that I really want is to spend more time with you. You don't think anything will go wrong while we're gone? No episode had Derpy doing anything supernatural or saving the day. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Oh. Okay, that was like the most confusing preview ever. That was like the... I legitimately thought they were doing some sort of parody, like that one of the ponies would pop up and say like, "Why is everyone here?" It's like I thought it was like some sort of joke, but no, it's just there's a million ponies outside, and it's not even a joke. There's just a million ponies outside of the room, and also something happened, but we don't know what. I mean, listen, I understand it's a preview, but isn't a preview supposed to give you like a little bit of context? Like a little bit of context? It also says sequel. Sequel to what? It is based on an episode where Luna created a creature called the Tantibus to give nightmares to punish herself. It escaped her nightmares and spread to the town. The episode is called Do Princesses Dream of Magic Sheep? Oh. Okay, thank you, Shen. That being said, did any of this make sense to you? Like, does this, if you've watched that episode, does this all make sense? Maybe? Okay, this is very much a game that indicates to me that... this game very much indicates that either you know MLP or fuck you. I kind of prefer it when games that are based on properties do enough to explain the characters without needing to watch those properties, or, you know, a little bit of introductory knowledge is kind of nice, you know. Now, I assume that when they actually make an extremely derpy movie, the non-preview version, that maybe it will have context, perhaps? But, yeah. Episode was all tame stuff. Now this made sense to me. So yeah, I don't know. I think my opinion last year of this game, well, this pack of games, I guess, was that Daring Tales is a little bit boring. Tell the Two Sisters seemed kind of interesting, but it's just really a cutscene preview. I won't check it out again because it's probably no different. It seemed a little interesting, but kind of not interesting at the same time. Like, it felt... Again, I don't really know what the vibe it gives me, but it just continues to give me that vibe this year. It's just not... There's not a lot going on. It's just kind of... It was a very generic platformer, Power Ponies. Daring Tales was kind of generic platformer, too. It's got a good aesthetic design. Trust me, the artwork here, the pixel work and such, is very, very good. Don't get me wrong. But there's something here that grabs me. Much like last year. I think last year I concluded by saying I didn't really find it super interesting, but we'll see what they do next year. I think that's what I said last year. Well, it's next year and I'm still bored. I suppose I'll keep watching the project, see what they produce in 2022, but just there's something here that doesn't spark. I don't know. I guess you could say, oh well, you haven't watched MLP. You're just not interested in the series. Thing is though, I have seen like MLP fan media and played fan games that I actually really enjoyed, even though I didn't really know MLP super well. I don't think it's that. I think there's just something missing here that doesn't spark me, and it's not the fact that I don't know the property that well. It's something else. It's actually the gameplay and the genericness of it. Yeah, aesthetic design is great, but it just doesn't feel like it's really worthwhile to play right now. Hopefully they keep developing this and it gets refined further. But I will say this. If they come back in the Sage 2022 showcase, and whatever they have that year is also not really grabbing me, I think I'll stop watching the project. But I'll give it one more year. I'll give it another demo basically and see how that goes. But yeah, this is still pretty cool. You might like this. You might get more out of this if you are a fan of the show, obviously. But I would say that if you're looking for a somewhat exciting platformer game, I don't think this is it, Chief. It's a little too generic for that. It's fine, but it's just kind of a little too generic for that. But yeah, maybe their other sub games will go away from platformer. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that was Project Mania Sage 2021 demo.